Hello, I'm Moazam Ali and you're watching MindSnap. Welcome to my YouTube channel where every day we traverse the path of knowledge, exploring intriguing insights and amazing facts that are geared toward your curiosity. Our purpose is to make learning intriguing, engaging, and totally captivating. So get ready to be astounded and have your mind snapped with wonder. Let's dive into the world of intriguing insights and daily discoveries together. Coming up, we will reveal a particularly fascinating fact about honey that may alter your perception of this everyday sweetener. Don't go anywhere. Did you know that honey never spoils? Yes, you heard it right. We're starting our journey with a sweet fact about honey, a natural substance that seems to defy the passage of time. Imagine this. Archaeologists have unearthed pots of honey from ancient Egyptian tombs. And these aren't just any old pots of honey. They're over 3,000 years old. Now, you might be thinking that this honey must be far past its prime, right? But here's where it gets interesting. This honey, despite being thousands of years old, is still perfectly edible. There's no spoilage, no decay, just the same sweet, sticky substance that bees have been making for millions of years. It's as if honey exists outside of time, immune to the natural processes that affect other foods. So next time you buy honey, remember, it has an eternal shelf life. Ever thought bananas could be berries and strawberries aren't? Well, in the botanical world, things aren't always as they seem. In botanical terms, a berry is a fleshy fruit produced from a single ovary that has seeds on the inside. This definition might be surprising because it includes fruits like bananas and excludes certain berries we're used to, like strawberries. Here's the twist. Bananas, those long curved fruits we love in our breakfast cereals and smoothies, actually fit the botanical bill. They develop from a flower with a single ovary and carry their seeds inside, thus qualifying as berries. On the other hand, strawberries wear their seeds proudly on the outside, disqualifying them from the berry club in the botanical world. So, next time you're peeling a banana for a snack, remember this fun fact. So technically, you're eating a berry every time you enjoy a banana. Do you know cows have best friends too? Yes, you heard it right. In the animal kingdom, cows are known to form strong social bonds, much like us humans. Research shows that these gentle bovines can recognize more than 100 other cows, and they form close friendships with select peers. These friendships are not just about spending time together. They are essential for their well-being. When cows are with their best buddies, their stress levels decrease and they exhibit more positive behaviors. But when they get separated from their best friends, it's a different story. They show signs of stress, their heart rates increase, and they become more susceptible to diseases. This fascinating aspect of cow behavior underscores the importance of social bonds in different species. So the next time you see a herd of cows, remember, they might just be hanging out with their best friends, enjoying each other's company. It seems friendships are not limited to humans after all. Ever wondered about the heart count of an octopus? It's 3. That's right. These fascinating creatures of the deep have triple the heart power. 2 of these hearts work exclusively to pump blood beyond the octopus's gills, while the third keeps circulation flowing for the rest of the body. But here's a twist. When the octopus swims, the heart that delivers blood to the rest of the body actually stops beating, which is why these creatures prefer to crawl rather than swim, conserving energy. And there's more. Octopuses have blue blood. It's not a royal lineage, but a result of their blood containing copper rather than iron, which our red blood has. The copper-based protein, hemocyanin, is more efficient at transporting oxygen when water temperature is low and oxygen levels are low. So octopuses not only rule the sea, but also the heart count. Did you know the Eiffel Tower can grow taller in the summer? Yes, you heard it right. This iconic Iron Lady of Paris has a unique characteristic of growing taller during the hot summer days. But how is this possible? It's all thanks to a scientific phenomenon known as thermal expansion. When substances heat up, their particles start moving more and they take up a larger volume. This effect is especially noticeable in metals like the iron that makes up the Eiffel Tower. As the iron heats up, it expands, making the tower slightly taller. This change isn't massive, it's only a matter of a few inches, but it's still a fascinating example of how the world around us is constantly changing and adapting to the environment. So, Paris gets a little taller every summer. Now, isn't that a fun fact to share at your next dinner party? Babies have more bones than adults. Surprised? It's a fact that might catch you off guard, but it's absolutely true. At birth, humans have around 270 bones. That's right, 270. But here's where things get even more fascinating. As we grow, some of these bones gradually fuse together. This fusion process is a part of our natural development. For instance, the skull starts as multiple pieces, allowing for the brain's rapid growth. Over time, these pieces join together, forming a single unit that protects our most vital organ. The story is similar with the spine. At birth, it's composed of 33 separate bones, but by adulthood, some of these bones have merged, reducing the count to 26. By the time we reach adulthood, the average number of bones in our body has decreased to around 206. So, we start with more and end up with less. Interesting, isn't it? The world's longest word has 189,819 letters. Can you believe it? That's right. The chemical name for the protein titin, a giant protein also known as connectin, holds this record-breaking title. Found in human muscle tissue, titin is the largest known protein. But why such a long name, you ask? Well, the name is derived from its chemical structure, which is incredibly complex. It's so long, in fact, that if you were to write it out, it would stretch to over 3 football fields in length. And if you tried to pronounce it, well, be prepared to set aside a considerable amount of time. Some estimate that it would take about 3.5 hours just to say it once. So titin, with its monumental name, certainly gives us a fascinating glimpse into the intricate world of biochemistry. But don't worry, you don't need to memorize it. Contrary to popular belief, the Great Wall of China is not visible from the moon. This enduring myth has been circulated for years, but despite its popularity, it simply isn't true. Let's break it down. The Great Wall, while indeed impressive, measures only about 30 feet in width. Now, imagine trying to spot something of that size from a distance of over 200,000 miles away. Even the best eagle-eyed astronaut would find it impossible. Astronauts who've had the privilege of viewing our planet from space have confirmed this. They report that most human-made structures are invisible to the naked eye from such a distance. The reality is, seeing the Great Wall from the moon would be like trying to spot a single hair from 2 miles away. Quite impossible, wouldn't you agree? So it's time we put this myth to rest. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Quite fitting, isn't it? Now that's a term that truly embodies the vibrant and eye-catching spectacle that flamingos present. But have you ever wondered why such an unusual term was chosen for this particular group of birds? Well, it's all down to the playful and whimsical nature of collective nouns, particularly when it comes to animals. Collective nouns date back to medieval times, when English gentlemen took to hunting as a sport. They began to invent collective nouns for the different groups of animals they hunted. Over time, these terms have evolved and expanded, infusing our language with a dash of poetic whimsy. And let's be honest, what could be more whimsical than a flamboyance of flamingos? These collective nouns not only describe a group of animals, but also capture something of the character of the animal. So, next time you see a group of flamingos, remember you're witnessing a flamboyance. The first computer programmer was a woman named Ada Lovelace. Now, there is a statement that might surprise you. Born in the early 19th century, Ada Lovelace was an English mathematician and writer who was far ahead of her time. Lovelace worked closely with Charles Babbage, a renowned inventor known for his work on the early mechanical general-purpose computer, the analytical engine. Ada saw something in Babbage's invention that others didn't. She recognized that this machine had potential beyond mere calculation and could create anything of a computational nature given the right algorithms. In essence, she foresaw the multi-purpose computers we use today. Lovelace wrote an algorithm intended for processing by the analytical engine. This is why she's often credited as the world's first computer programmer. Her visionary approach laid the groundwork for the digital age we live in today. So, women have been at the forefront of technology since its inception.